Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Skyrim Special Edition. We're doing this Dawn Guard DLC and we're wandering around this extra area, the Forgotten Vale, and we're trying to find these, what are basically elevators, but they're magical portals now. And, see, can I mark it on the map? Like, place marker, nope, I just need to walk forward, I guess. They look like the elevators that the dwarves used, but instead they're these magical things. Here we can see a lot of these people who wandered around this area doing this ritual somehow died, and I am not really certain how they died. It may very well get down to an element that I can't reach the places I'm trying to reach, but I might actually be able to. Seems like I got 3 of them in the Forgotten Vale. Wasn't expecting that. Let's make sure we have the right shout enabled. Two legendary dragons just popped up out of the ice, and they're attacking from the ice. Where's the... This is interesting. Aim, fire. Now, this is actually the first time I've fought of dragons since I've upgraded my weapon to what effectively is as good as it's gonna get. Like, I'm sure I could go in circles and try certainly to improve it. I need to run out of the way as I'm absorbing a dragon soul. This game introduces the concept of fighting 2 dragons at once a little late into the gameplay, and only really in the DLC. So, like, I'm glad they threw this in here, though. This is actually a nice turn of events. It's the Elven Sword of Lightning. We'll get rid of that. Fulmer Bow, Fulmer Sword. Staff of Lightning Bolts. Yeah, we'll get rid of that too. And I imagine I have some other things that I could probably get rid of, like Daedric armor. Maybe I shouldn't hold on to that. Elven helmet, glass shield. I know I'm already below my weight limit right now, but it's only going to get worse when I run over here to this other guy and collect his items. And as I'm running, I'm collecting the soul of the other guy. Bone scales, gold arrows. And see, that's exactly what I thought. Let's see if we can find something that's... What is this? Candleless bark, that's a unique item. Coarse chitin. There we go, we'll get rid of a couple of them. Alright, now moving forward. It's somewhere this way. We should get in the modder and just kind of see what this whole place is. Looks like just a frozen lake. But like in the real world, you don't want to get stuck under a frozen lake. In fact, I may actually be stuck under a frozen lake. Alright, thank goodness. I guess that could have turned out very badly for me if I couldn't get out of it. Yeah, just like in the real world, it could certainly turn out very badly. And I'm coming over here to check this suspicious waterfall, hoping that there's something back behind it. And there isn't. Alright, I'm standing here, and looks like there might be one way over there, or I suppose south is this way, so maybe this way, this direction more. Looking for a ghost character. Here we've got some more dead people. And maybe we'll find a frost giant or two. That looks like one right there. Not a frost giant, but a location we're looking for. Let's scan the surface here. Forget scanning the surface. Let's just slowly work our way down. No frost giants. No frost giants. And so after we dip our jug into the water 2 more times, then we go into the inner sanctum and get
the way Shrine of Learning, Initiate. Are you prepared to honor the mantras of Ariel and fill your vessel with his enlightenment?
Yes.
Ariel bless you, child. For you
These poor ghosts, they spend all of eternity just standing here. That's pretty much sucks. So they start the top of these things, and then the door comes down. No, I don't think a door actually comes down. I just think you have to walk around and find the door. And draw water from the basin. What's interesting is we have the Shrine of Sight, Shrine of Resolution, and the Darkfall Passage now. Ooh. So it's actually adding more to our abilities. I drew the water, right? We can draw the water again. Alright, so now our next goal is to go all the way over here to number 5, which I would assume just involves getting back up this mountain one way or another. This whole area is practically empty, except for the 2 dragons and some frost giants, I suppose. So up we go this way, and see, then that makes the dragon fight kind of make some sense, so that you would have had to walk through this section and start that. I'm not sure the original game 6 years ago now would have really handled more than 2 dragons. They probably didn't even think they could do 2 on the screen at the same time, and had to reduce the number of other creatures in the area to get to that point, if I was to guess. Because we don't have wolves, we don't have animals, you don't have much of anything except for skeletons. Let's see, I think I've already done this one. Maybe? Didn't I? And see, this one only has 2 locations you can portal to.
May Ariel's glow shield you from your enemy.
And so where am I on the map? I am here. And I need to go... Oddly enough, I need to go west. But the cursor has stopped really making note of that. Like, I thought before the cursor would spin in the direction you were facing. I'm almost 100% certain that that was the case. But it doesn't seem to be doing that anymore, oddly. So it seems like we can climb up this mountain until we can't. This certainly doesn't seem like a path, but this moonstone ore vein seems to argue with that idea. This is definitely a section where if Serena was the main character of the whole game, like she is the main character of the DLC, she should have an awe-inspiring experience right now and talk and feel like she's actually learning something, or she could be cynical about the whole thing too. But we need her to talk a lot more often than she does, because the characters only talk really when they see very specific awe-inspiring sights or when an enemy shows up, and whenever they say anything. In those instances, it's just repetitive. We're in falling action, even though we did just fight 2 dragons. At least for me, it's falling action, and that is the time when dialogue and story and characterization should happen, and this game is not doing any of that. And it hasn't ever been doing any of that. Let's see. So I suppose I should have hid. And so we've got more Falmer here. And let's see. This is a cave, but I don't think that cave is where I want to go. I think I want to go up over here. Even though that cave does seem like it might imply that it's an exit to Skyrim. My companion Serena is not anywhere near me right now. She's stuck on a rock somewhere. The game desperately needs to just teleport your companions near you. That's a trick that most video games, even when this came out, had already figured out, and had become the standard way of doing things. And not only does it save you the hassle of trying to figure out what rock your companion is stuck on and trying to save them, it allows you to unload more of the game. Another unknown book. See, I may get this quest to find unknown books, and we don't know what the maximum number is, but we're missing number 2. We can say that much. How do you get over there? I can't even find the... I'm getting hit by acid by these guys. And I am missing. And see, this farmer hit the water hard enough to kill himself. Nah, I don't want to mine ore. Now I'm holding on to too many heavy things again. I suppose coarse chitin doesn't really matter. So I'm just going to put it all back. Until we can figure out how to make necked leather. Which maybe that's what the book will turn. Maybe that's what the book quest will do, is teach us how to make necked leather. Coarse chitlin's useless. I'm using 47 ebony bows right now. I suppose as long as I'm not using the bone. Hey, there you are, Serena. You finally showed up. So that's probably how far you have to walk away from wherever they are before, wherever your companion is, before they get teleported, which is way too far away. Ultimate healing, pearl, box pelt, war axe. And see, these tables just don't exist in the main game. There's entire elements in this DLC that could have been spread out and added to the rest of the game and diversified the things you saw. Not that that's really an issue. With the issue is more you saw too much. If anything. Gourd, chest, amethyst gold, soul gems. Let's look at my bow just to make sure it's not out of charge. It is out of charge. Interesting. So Azura Star, and then a common, and we'll just use all the commons up here. And I guess my enchanting, since I went legendary level 2 on that. There's room for improvement now. So, if anything, I probably need Can't believe I missed that guy. I probably need to consistently double check and recharge it. I gave it as many charges as I think I could, but every 200 or so, probably a lot fewer than 200 shots. I need to spend the soul gems on him. Plenty of soul gems, so it won't be an issue. I'm a little short on arrows. That's a slight concern. Let's see, Falmer. I picked up some Falmer. No, I did. Falmer bow. Get rid of that one too. Ear, gold, ebony arrow. Well, still quite far from where I'm trying to get. And I'm hoping this connects. Because if it doesn't, then I've wasted a lot of time. Let's see, Sharp Slope Cave, I think goes this way. We are facing west, and I think that's the only way through. No soul gem large enough. And so we've got another guy moving forward. I'm slightly off. Yeah, I'm not hitting him. That skeleton is just gonna be there forever. So I don't think there's anything up there. I think this is the right way to go. It would make some sense that since it's been pretty easy to get the other basins of water, it makes some sense that they wanted us to work our way through one more cave and not make our entire experience be in caves or out of caves.
Who's there? Man off, I suppose.
She doesn't even recognize that I killed it. Now, in The Witcher 3, which is the closest modern day comparison I think you can make for themes and general idea, although it's done really differently, I suppose if there's any section where somebody's following you around, it's very, very limited. You play as the Witcher. The Witcher is the main character. The Witcher speaks from a voice actor as a single voice and the character, that we know what the Witcher looks like. We know his personality, at least for the most part. Sometimes you get different dialogue options, but it's usually not too drastically different from what you would expect the Witcher to say. He's a character from the Witcher books, so they're limited in their storytelling, because I imagine at least a small group of people would be upset if the character in the books was completely different. That being said, from what I've heard, he was kind of more of a jerk in the first two games than he was in the third game. And I think I played the second game too, and I might be able to confirm that he was slightly different, sort of more of a jerk. He was suffering from amnesia, I know, in the first game and the second game, so Fortunately, they didn't give him amnesia in the third game yet again. That would be silly. Let's see. I'd love to take the question, but I can't hold on to it. I'm out of weight. Or am I? Let me ask her something. Can I trade some stuff with you?
Anything good?
I think I may very well. Let's see. Dawnguard. Dawnguard things there. And then Adept Hood. Apprentice Hood, Apprentice Robes. Daedric Armor. Dawnguard armor of all kinds of stuff. She just put something on, though. I didn't want that. Miscellaneous things. Just take some dragon bones and some dragon scales. Empty skooma bottles. While we're at it, fox pelt. That fills her up nicely. And so what was the thing she decided? The Dawnguard helmet versus a dragon scale helmet. Why would you equip that? That seems crazy. Everything else seems to be fine though. I wonder what specifically about that did the game decide was important. Can't do anything with those. Let's see, we'll give you one of those, and those, and those, and that. And some lessers. And some petties. And I can't give away the stones. There we go. Alright, that fixes that issue. So we can get a couple of course chit in here. And have at least a little bit of that. In case we ever do figure out what to do with it. But I imagine we've already collected and gotten to the house several pieces of coarse chitlin already. And even if I can do something with it, I guess at the end of the day, you might ask the question, is like, is my smithing high enough to do anything with it? And I guess the answer to that is no, because my smithing is at 15. Oh well, move forward, forward, down this cave. We may get lucky. Really? Forgotten Vale. It is, it's just a tiny cave. I don't believe this is where we came in. I could be wrong. Let's look at the map. Sharp Slope Cave, Sharp Slope Cave. Filled in initiates here. Well, Sharp Slope Cave didn't help. Yeah, that has an ebony arrow in it, so we've been here before. Let's run, I suppose, this way. My bow's still not really killing things as on one shot. I kind of wished it would. Nothing behind there. Alright. So we need to find a way up. And decide whether we should go through this cave, and I guess we should. At the very least, this is glacial crevice. So it's something new. Frost troll. Alright, so we see some frost giants or frost trolls. Come on, get the dot in the middle. Still not hitting him. Do I have to aim higher because it's such a far distance? Yes, I do. A little bit that way. A little bit that way. And those long shots, when you can't rely on your dot, they should certainly they certainly should give you more experience than what it is. I wish the system was checking to see how far away you were from the target, and then it would calculate how much experience you got from that. Just look at all these arrows. I'm down to 34 right now as far as ebony arrows. And I wish I could just make dragon bone arrows and use those for the rest of the game, but I don't think I could make enough. Well, actually, I know I can't make any because I didn't make any before I went legendary the second time. Let's see. Well, that bridge is down. So unless I'm supposed to just cheat the system here, I think I'm supposed to go downward. Because, like, yeah, unless I'm supposed to just cheat. This glowing area seems to imply our next location. And we may end up just going even further this way. It's like a Falmer boat. Just right there. Right next to him. Can't see me at all. And I guess I can start picking up things again. Not iron maces, but... And I can't crawl through those things. Alright. And I can't use the boat. And where's my companion? That felt like an undercurrent. I don't know what was going on there. Let's see, if I don't move, the water seems pretty calm. I get this feeling I'm just gonna be at the end of this cave and leave. Okay. I mean, it seems like there's nothing else you can do. Well, there's a little bit more to do, I guess. Let's see. I really don't like this rolling ability. Like, say there's an enemy up there. Do I really want to move really fast, or would I just rather stay still and shoot? I suppose if you had a sword in your hand, or any weapon other than the bow, it makes a big difference, but that's kind of just more of the criticism where this game forces you into being a stealth archer regardless of how you want to play. It's not really fair to make a game that gives you 100 options and only one of them is correct. This is east. And this way seems to reconnect. So this might be nothing on this side. There's a booby trap at least. Yeah, I feel like I might be going the wrong way, but whatever. Seems like you get your arrows back always. Or almost always. See, they even, when you roll, they make a exhausted sound. Did I just get 2 in one shot? Nope. That's not an option in this game. But they were so close together, it should have been. I totally should have been. The arrow goes right through, but they don't. They stick. Of course, maybe that's not super realistic. I'm gonna take this. So instead of having a stamina bar, if they just had taken this voice recording, made it a little bit louder, and then repeated that while your stamina was running out, or close to being at 0, that would be fine. And then you just have to wait for a while until your stamina refilled. which doesn't happen when you're a vampire out in the sun, so there would potentially maybe be an issue there where you would sit and listen to your character heavy breathing the whole time because you're totally out of stamina. But then they could take a stamina potion, and certainly stamina potions have proven themselves to be another useless item in this game. It's almost if you tried to make the real world a video game. Imagine all the candy wrappers and Coke cans and just pieces of garbage that you walk by on a day. Entire dumpsters full of garbage on top of... That one was interesting. On top of just rocks and plants and bugs and flowers. Like, imagine all the flowers you may come close to that. Imagine if you had to pick all those and make potions out of them and learn an entire new school of knowledge for alchemy to make potions. So we came around and now we're at the top. Yay? I guess that's a yay. I guess that's where we were supposed to go. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe I just have wasted my time. Let's look at the map. I went the wrong way, I think. I think I took this path and I got back up here and I found the gold ore. And I suppose that's a nice little reward for going the wrong direction. And I've killed everybody here, so... We won't have to deal with any of that. I think this is the way. And then I do believe this is where the path split. So, yes. This is where I was supposed to have gone. Is there anybody in any of these? All these potions. And up we go. Now, I think you can pretty much be assured that Serena, being a vampire lord and a companion, not the companions from Whiterun, but just a non-playable character that follows you around, I think you can be fairly certain she can't die. Otherwise, I would be a little concerned that maybe 10-20 minutes ago she died and drowned in a lake somewhere. And we get that sound that tells us either we're about to enter a fight or we just finished a fight. Not certain which. I don't even remember what that sound is supposed to mean. Gold. Ebony arrows. I probably have... Well, if I can get my smithing up, I probably could get it up to the level of ebony again. And then make some more ebony arrows, which might be the only real concern I have. But no, I can't, can I? Because that would require using perks points, which would require me leveling up multiple times. That I don't even know we're going to accomplish that, even doing the second piece of the DLC. Because it's hardly like we've done a quest and we've gone up a level. Maybe barely gone up one level for doing a quest, but some of the quests also it feels like we've done 3 or 4 of them and not made any real progress. I don't think this game hands out enough experience, or should really hand off any experience at all. It should just be you finish a quest as a bonus for finishing every main quest. You will go up 1 level. So we've gone around full circle here, back to the Forgotten Vale. And there's Serena, safe and sound, jumping on my head. And do we want to take the high road? Or what? Well, where we are is close to this location, so I know we're doing it right, somewhat.
I don't like the look of this.
And see, this way might be the right direction. What do we think we're gonna run into, though? 3 dragons instead of 2? Something else? Like, we have never seen a building like this before. Deer pelt. We'll take it anyways, even though it's not in any way useful. See, that floor looks like you could fall down through it. This is a cool concept. If there was a bunch of these Dwemer, not Dwemer, but Falmer pods in areas, you could do something cool with that, I think. And we see more of that over there, but I think we just need to go this way. Oops. Well, that didn't work. Done it. Don't move. There you go. No soul gem large enough. I really wish there was a way to craft soul gems. I feel like that would be a decent way to continue this game, because this game starts to fall apart once you hit about level 50. There's complete elements to it that you've maxed out, and like I'm finding soul gems that already have souls in them, which totally kills. Look how long that arrow took to hit. That was ridiculously long. It just totally kills the idea of enchanting your weapons with soul trap if it works so efficiently. You fill in all the soul gems, and it seems kind of a little bit redundant. You probably could have gotten away with just having soul trap give you souls, and then that's the end of it. You don't need soul gems to hold the souls. Here's a frost giant with a diamond paragon. See, these frost trolls, you don't even get to look at them Somebody spent some time on that, and I'm not even gonna see them. What's this over here? Is this gold? Quicksilver? And see, my mining ability, if there isn't any internal metric to it, it's not made obvious to the player. So I just got some quicksilver and a flawless diamond, and that almost certainly is just built around the level that you're at. Because my smithing and enchanting are around level 15 right now, and that wouldn't make a lot of sense that I would get a flawless diamond at level 15 or level 16. Let's see. Come on. Work my way up here. And see, this is gonna be weird. Just walk around that. And boy, does this seem like something you should be able to climb. But I think I'm just hitting the edge of the map. This is just a wall. This is totally just a wall. It's gotta be. There's no reason why I shouldn't. You can't go that way. See, that's what it says. Alright. At the top left, I should pay more attention to that. So I think we might be manipulating ourselves in an odd position. Yeah, that's probably gonna make me fall down if I'm not careful. We've got to get up there. So how does one get up there? Can I make a jump across this canyon? I don't think so. Is there a cave or something? There's a flummer down there, but whatever. Have a speedier experience here, I guess. There's a couple more. I'm finding all these nests. Alright. $84. Archery. Trying to pick up all these things. There's one more egg in there. And see, that's how you know that they just randomly select items that are going to show up in certain containers, because often it's really difficult to get the item back out of the container. I think there's a Falmer somewhere over there. We've got the music playing for no reason. Really? Was this a back way in here? Now, I'm not certain, but I think this is the way up. I'm hoping this is the way up, at least. Things are floating in the air. Let's see. I can't pick up any of those things.
Who's there? I knew I heard something.
Just out of... Somebody's... Mammoth tusks. Those are valuable. Who's she fighting? See, that's just one she summoned. So, I don't think we can get up there from this point. I think we have to go back this way. Don't fall down. Let's be careful here. Be careful not to kill ourselves. Who knows where we would end up if we did fall to our doom. Sneak is increased to 94.
Who's there? Must be gone now.
Well, I guess technically yes, he is gone now. Since I shot him. There's book number 4. So we're still missing book number 2. And that probably implies that book number bees. Interesting. A beehive. Looks like you could just jump through there. I bet book number 2 is hidden somewhere where I've missed it. Can't fall through that one. Snowberries. I want the jazzberries. Grab all this coarse chitin. See if that's anything useful. Here's a gate. So either the gate takes us somewhere useful or nowhere at all. We're getting somewhat further away from the location we want to be at, but the way this area is designed implies that somebody like an archer would be standing here blocking the path. So I think we may be going the right direction. Quicksilver to ore. Just keep moving forward, keep moving forward. I kind of wished we would have finished this quest. We had a tiny distraction, I suppose, going into the wrong cave and trying to figure out the right path, which we're still trying to do an hour later. See, the rocks seem like they stop being any danger at all after they stop rolling. Quicksilver. I really would prefer gold and silver. We never really find a great place where you can ore out a lot of gold and a lot of silver. The economy in this game just kind of tops out really fast. You couldn't even sell a lot of gold and silver even if you found it. Here's the ghost. I can't believe we've done this. We made it.
You found the Way Shrine of Radiance, Initiate. Are you prepared to honor the mantras of Ariel and fill your vessel with his enlightenment? May the blessings of Ariel protect you as you climb the road to the inner sanctum and final enlightenment.
I suppose if you weren't playing as a vampire lord right now, as a Dawn Guard, this whole section makes a decent amount of sense more. Like, because otherwise, they kind of had to make it neutral, didn't they? They had to make it so that either as a Dawn Guard or the Vampire Lord, you could run around and kill something separate. And here we have the everything, which that doesn't open the inner sanctum. This one, Shrine of Learning, Shrine of Resolution, Shrine of Sight. There's one more that's missing, and I'm thinking the inner sanctum is right down this way if we look. And yeah, it seems, well, gain entry to the inner sanctum there might be another way to do it, but in any fashion, I want to at least run over here and check out what that thing is first. We are still at the exact same quest, and it's been an hour, and then I think we're just going to get the bow, and maybe we'll get one more quest, but I kind of, as far as the achievements are listed, it seems like unless I have to repair the bow or charge the bow somehow or do something else with the bow, it seems like we're going to be done with Dawn Guard. We'll find out, I guess, maybe in the next recording. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.